Project Corpse, cool name, is an indie rail shooter developed by Echo 7 Project and released on Itchio in 2022 for around $1. It's an homage to games like House of the Dead with a tiny bit of what I think is inspiration taken from Time Crisis. Like any good rail shooter, the gameplay is very simple, tasking you with shooting anything that moves that isn't a civilian across 2 different levels, after which you fight off against a massive boss. It's great police work. Along the way you can acquire 2 different weapons, a shotgun and a machine gun, and you can cycle through your currently available weapons by using the mouse wheel. You can click on the mouse wheel to take cover when it's available, and a right click will let you reload, but only when your pistol is empty. Finally, you can have, at most, a single grenade in your inventory and health consumables. You use both by pushing a space bar. You can acquire all of that good stuff by blasting it.
Thanks!
The light inventory management provides some enjoyable tactics to baseline shooting. The shotgun can pretty much kill anything in one hit, however it has a slight delay before shooting and take a little recovery time after firing. Using it efficiently means swapping to it and from it at the right time. As for the 2 levels, the first one is the approach of the mansion, traversing through a forest so full of civilians and enemies. Seriously, why is there so many civilians there? Is the haunted mansion after a Black Friday sale or something? There's multiple pathways you can take to reach the mansion, providing a surprising amount of replayability. I really like the visual here as well. There's a lot of attention and care given to the environment of this game, and this first level provides surprisingly good environmental variety as well. Starting in a park, going through a mine, crossing a bridge, even fighting off a cliffside, it's pretty fantastic. The second level is set up in the aforementioned mansion. Here again, I love the environment. Each room is packed with objects and things to see. I can really tell Echo 7 Project put a lot of care in the presentation. The mansion also have multiple pathways you can take across a level, also being quite replayable. And the game concludes against a massive boss. While the arena design is pretty simple, I really love the design of the boss itself. It looks fantastic. Beat the boss and you beat the game. Short and sweet, and a very fun experience for $1. However, the game is affected by a couple of issues that can at best be frustrating but at worst game breaking. First, there's a pretty major issues in the hitbox of objects and enemies. Sometimes the player bullet just seems to disappear mysterious style, and this can happen with enemies or pickups. Hitbox issues are usually irritating but not that big of a deal. When it comes to a rail shooter, hitboxes are the entire thing. It's a pretty big problem. Then there's some encounters that use a larger area than usual. Aiming to the side will pan the camera. The problem is that in those instances, the reticle seems to misalign itself from the place you're actually shooting. It's making those instances much harder than they should be. Finally, I managed to get stuck at the mansion level. I simply stopped moving and there was nothing I could do to get moving again. I had to entirely quit the level and start again, which was extremely frustrating. This is a game-breaking bug I mentioned. Finally, while I really did enjoy the boss design, the actual boss fight dragged on for way too long. It's a massive bullet sponge that spammed the same pattern over and over again. Ironically too, it's the easiest part of the game. I even managed to kill the boss early. I got a rocket launcher that I assume was supposed to help me finish the boss off, but I had no target. It looks sad. Still, the creators seemed aware of the issues and did mention on the game.io page that they were still going to try and fix those issues. However, for $1, even with those issues, I'd really say the experience was worth it. It's pretty fun and it's deserving of an occasional playthrough when you're bored. I do hope Echo 7 Projects had a bit to this game, because I do think they did a great job and I did enjoy it a lot. Thanks for watching.